So this is last week's quiz that I posted for the CompTIA Security Plus SY0-601 certification exam. I told you guys to go check out these videos talking about application attacks, wireless attacks, layer 2 and DNS attacks, DDoS and malicious code attacks. And all of this was videos 1.3 and 1.4. So if you want to get access to those videos, go sign up for a TechG membership, either the lessons or the one that says quizzes and lessons. But if you just do the lessons, you'll be able to get access to all of my A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus slideshows. You sign up for the quizzes and lessons, you'll be able to get access to all the slideshows, and you'll be able to get access to all these quiz reviews, because once this video is over, this video is going behind the membership wall. So let's go ahead and get into it. And which type of injection attack occurs when code is run within the address space of another process, forcing it to load another library? Would this be a DLL injection, LDAP injection, SQL injection, or none of the above? So which type of injection attack occurs when code is run within the address space of another process, forcing it to load another library? This would be called a DLL injection or a dynamic link library. So DLL injection occur when code is run within the address space of another process by forcing it to load a dynamic link library. Ultimately, this type of attack can influence the behavior of a program that was not originally intended, and this attack can be uncovered through penetration testing. Next question. Which condition occurs when a program dereferences a pointer that it expects to be valid but is null, which can cause the application to exist or the system to crash? Would it be an address space layout randomization, a tunnel trap, a format string, or a null pointer dereferences? So which condition occurs when a program dereferences a pointer that it expects to be valid but that pointer is null, and this can cause the application to exit or the system to crash? This would be null pointer dereferences. So these occur when a program dereferences a pointer that it expects to be valid but is null, which can cause the application to exit or the system to crash. So from a programmatical standpoint, the main way to prevent this situation is to use meticulous coding, and programmers can use special memory error analysis tools to enable error detection for a null pointer dereference. All right. So understand, we're not asking you guys to be programmers here. When you go take the Security Plus, you just have to be familiar with these concepts and have a general understanding of what they do. That's basically what these tests are designed to do. I just gave y'all the answer. All right. What occurs when arithmetic operations attempt to create a numerical value that is too big for the available memory space? So I just gave y'all the answer accidentally. This would be integer overflows. So when integer overflow, this occurs when arithmetic operations attempt to create a numeric value that is too big for the available memory space. This creates a wrap and can cause resets in undefined behavior in programming languages such as C and C++. The security ramifications is that the integer overflow can violate the program's default behavior and possibly lead to a buffer overflow. If you're lost and confused about any of these terms, it's totally understandable. Here's what you need to do. You need to go, first and foremost, subscribe to the TechG channel. Then you might want to consider getting a TechG membership where I got A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus, and I will be dropping the new A+ and Network Plus and all future CompTIA basic certifications in there whenever they come out. I explain a lot of this information in these slideshows, and how this Security Plus certification exam is structured, or pretty much how all CompTIA exams. So let's just say you go sit down and take the Network Plus certification. The Network Plus certification automatically expects you to have some level of comprehension with materials that was covered in the A+ certification. And so when you go to the Security Plus cert, they expect you to already have some type of comprehension with A+ and Network Plus as well. That's just kind of how these things go. So if you're lost and confused about terms like buffer overflows, I highly encourage you to go back and watch my A+ series or my Network Plus series, and we talk about some of those things up in there. All right, which of the following is a type of denial of service attack? Would this be C2, botnet, resource exhaustion, or none of the above? So which of the following is a denial of service attack? This will be resource exhaustion. So resource exhaustion is an attack against availability that is designed to bring the network or access to a particular TCP/IP host or server to its knees by flooding it with useless traffic. Resource exhaustion attacks are a form of DOS attacks, and they can also leverage software vulnerabilities such as memory leaks and and file descriptor leaks. All right, which of the following is a common way to launch an SSL strip attack? So would you create a rogue wireless access point? Would you launch what is called a Metasploit? Would you do a fuzzing on an application or leveraging a memory leak? So which of the following is a common way to launch an SSL strip attack? This would be creating a rogue wireless access point. So an attacker can launch an SSL strip attack, and that stands for Secure Sockets Layer attack, in different ways. And one of the most common ways is to create a wireless hotspot and lure victims to connect to it. Pass the hash are attacks usually performed in which of the following operating systems? Would this be Apple, iOS, Mac OS, Linux, or Windows? So pass the hash. Sounds like something we used to do in college back in the day. But pass the hash. This will be done in Windows. Pass the hash attacks leverage deficiencies in the Windows NTLM or New Technology LAN Manager implementations. All right. Which of the following is a type of related key attack, which occurs when an attacker observes the operation of a cipher using several different keys and finds a mathematical relationship between those keys, allowing the attacker to ultimately decipher data? This be an IV attack, an evil twin, a WPA attack, or none of the above. So which of the following is a type of related key attack, which occurs when an attacker observes the operation of a cipher using several different keys and finds a mathematical relationship between those keys, allowing the attacker to ultimately decipher the data? It's called an IV attack or initialization vector attack, and it does everything that I just read in that question. So that's what an IV or an initialization vector attack is. All right. Which of the following describes when an attacker must first infect the victim's computer with a Trojan or a malicious browser extension or plugin to intercept transactions from a web browser? Would this be an on-path attack, LDAP injection, SQL injection, or keylogger injection? So which of the following describes when an attacker must first inject the victim's computer with a Trojan or a malicious browser extension or plugin to intercept transactions from a web browser? This would be called an on-path attack. So with an on-path attack, the attacker must first infect the victim's computer with a Trojan. The attacker usually gets the malware onto the victim's computer through some form of trickery or deceit. So basically you clicking random links and emails that you have no business clicking links on. Which of the following attacks occurs when the attacker changes the registration of a domain name without the permission of the original owner or registrant? Would this be a directory traversal, path traversal, / attack, or domain hijacking? So which of the following attacks occur when the attacker changes the registration of the domain name without the permission of the original owner? This will be domain hijacking. It says one of the most common methods to perform a domain hijacking is by way of social engineering. All right.